Foxes here speak of small, seemingly insignificant factors that can create widespread damage to your destiny. So when the Bible talks of foxes in this context, he's not just talking of a wild animal like a fox that you know. He's talking about small, seemingly insignificant factors. Small, seemingly insignificant factors that can cause great damage to relationships, can cause great damage to destiny overall. Are we learning? And when we talk about vines, based on this scripture, we're talking of relationships, really. The health and the well-being of relationships. Destiny fulfillment and destiny advancement is impossible without relationships, associations, and connections. This is the first thing I want to establish now. That in desiring to fulfill destiny, in desiring to advance, to make progress, constructive progress in your life, serving the purposes of God and living a life of meaning, it is impossible to omit the role that relationships, associations, and connections have to play. Relationships are very important. They cannot be overemphasized. Please write this down. You have been taught in this house that relationships are defined as advantageous connections. In one word, they are connections, but for the purpose of our discussion, they are advantageous connections, which are mutually or should be mutually beneficial to all the parties involved. I'll read that and you write that again. That relationships are advantageous connections which should be mutually beneficial to all the parties involved, whether it's between man and God, whether it's between a man and his wife, whether it's between an employer and an employee. Any relationship, particularly God-ordained relationships, are advantageous connections, and it should be mutually beneficial to the parties involved. Recall that I've taught you in this house that relationships are bridges. They literally are bridges. They are bridges that can help you cross from where you are into an excelling life. Unfortunately, there are also bridges that can help you decline from where you are into a life of failure and defeat. When you find decline in a man's life, you slide down to a life of defeat, a life of smallness, a life of failure. Usually you would have crossed a bridge backward called relationships. And when you scale heights in life and destiny, you also